I think we are live. Hey, let's go. Okay. So let's do the thing where we do the starting soon. Ahem. Ahem. Aham. Ah. Hum. And let's just take this from the top, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the stream. My name's Pup. Well, okay. My name's Smokey McGee. You can call me Pup. You know what? Okay. How do we do this? How do we introduce ourselves? Welcome to Smokey's Joint. Welcome to Smokey's Tattoos if you're over on YouTube. Welcome to Smokey McGee on Twitch. I am Pup on X. I am normally an NFT artist by trade. Video game streaming if you're familiar with me on Twitch. But today we're doing something a little new, a little different, kind of fun, a little excited. So I've been, a little bit of background, a little bit of hey, how do you do? Let's get our P's and Q's in a row right here. I've been doing like drawing digital art. Yeah, I've been doing digital art for like, I don't know, the last couple of years now. Actually, I'm going on 2 years doing digital artwork, where I am drawing and doing NFTs for either, well, I've done two myself, and then I've gotten the pleasure to work with a few other groups in the community. The Salon Deads, Big Neighbors, the Lucky DAO, and this is what I've been doing for like the last year and a half. And I've always had an interest in tattooing, always had an interest, always wanted to do it. And I've never just pulled the trigger on it. I was supposed to have an internship a long time ago, and instead I took on a different role, a different job. And, well, now here's an opportunity. And I'm going to call it exactly that. It is an opportunity for me to try something. And I'm excited because this is something new. This is, again, very out of my wheelhouse to a point. I've been drawing, like I said, for a long time, but I've never held a tattoo gun. This was kind of one of those things I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I'm finally going to do it. So, what better way to be excited about something than getting to share it with other people who might have an interest in the same type of stuff that I am. I'm really excited. I'm going to say that a lot. I apologize. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. You showed up. I didn't tell you you had to be here. You came here on your own free will. Second thing, my apologies if the noise level is a little weird. I have my things down on the back of my mic only because I have two 3D printers currently going off. I have one 3D printing a whole bunch of these little ink cups, and then the other one's printing a stand for the little tattoo pen, as I'm going to call it. I know it's technically a tattoo machine. It's a rotary, but I'm just conveniences of life. I do have another camera right here. I'm going to go ahead and show you what we will be looking at during the most of these streams, just so you kind of get familiar with what I plan on doing. So, I'm going to share my art. I'm going to share every little bit of stroke that I'm not taking that one back. Every attempt that I have here. These are fresh needles. This is a fresh needle. This is a 2-point needle, so there's actually two of them in there. I do have more on the way, but this is what I have to start off with. I have enough fake skin to get us through a while. I have some really cheap ink I picked up on Amazon. This is just for practice. When I actually go to attempt to put ink on skin, it is going to be a little different. So that's where we are. This is what we're doing. I have a stencil machine on the way so I can actually print out the stencils. But for now, is our first attempt. I'm just going to sketch with the tattoo machine, little needle. I do have a little press right here for my foot. We have the machine on. It's a solid 4. Let's crank it up to a 5 because it feels a little bit better in the hand when it's vibrating. I did wrap this for comfort. Always wrap it up. And that's just kind of where we are right now. So, on that note, let's go ahead and wrap it up. I'm going to put on some gloves because I really don't want to make a mess. I'm going to put ink in the thing. Doctor. I think I only really need the one. We are going to pick black because yes. Actually, I'm curious. Can I just do this? Or does it need to be... It probably needs to be open, doesn't it? Please... Yes, okay. They are sealed. So, doing this for the first time, that's neat. Live stream is unstable. Keyframe interval too high. What does that mean? Inspector, don't care. Okay. Well... Top chat, that's fine over there. Okay, cool. What up, Rad Dawn? How you doing, babe? How you doing, family? Don't mind me, I'm just trying to open this up with glove, and I really shouldn't have put the glove on before I opened it, although it's probably going to save my hand here shortly. Y'all ain't no way I'm not in the top for gift. Dude, you were close for a long time, and then Big Mac came in and started wagging Big Dick. You were there for that. I'm pretty damn sure you were there for that. Alright, I'm going to have to change my glove out again. Alright, yeah, changing the glove out again. Also, just so you're aware, my setup... Oh, you can't hear you. Uh-oh. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Is that a thing? Hold on. Hello, hello. Also, just so you're aware, my setup. You can't hear you. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. I donated like 1,000 bits and 20 subs. I know. And then the other guys came in and, like I said, they were wagging big dicks. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. And I can't say I don't appreciate everything that you've done for the stream. Um, let's do this again. Glove up. No glove, no love. Better, better. Bend over. I don't know why. I have a feeling I'm going to say that a lot. And I'm not. Again, I'm not going to apologize for anything that is said while I am here, while you are here. You know, this is again not my fault. You decided to join me. We are going to dab the ink a little bit. I say dab. We don't need a lot. I don't think. I am going to squeeze kind of hard here. All right. We have ink in the thing. We're going to dab that because, again, I don't want to invest. This stuff is going to get everywhere. I foresee a future where this is just only messy. This is going to be a very messy hobby. Yeah. Okay. What are you doing? I am practicing how to tattoo for the very first time ever. Just got the tattoo machine. I got fake skin. I got ink. I got a foot pedal at my foot. Let's just draw a happy face, stick figure to start. See how hard it is to actually do a stick figure. I'm assuming I actually let the needle go in. Oh yeah, in the ink. Oh, come on. Here we go. No. Whoops. Well, that was not as planned. That's fine. It's fine. What? Shit. Smiley face. No, stick figure. You know? Okay. I'm not upset with this at all, actually. But it's also nice to know how to actually load a needle with ink. All right, my first tattoo. Let's go. Gonzo sub for 71 months. What? Yo, Gonzo, thank you very much for the subby. I appreciate you coming back. If you have joined me just now, this is my first time trying to work a tattoo gun. And I fucked up. I don't know if you see this, but I may have loaded a little much. You know what? Because of that, let's just do this. That comes out just like so. We're going to throw this away. We're going to change out the tip. Just the tip. We're going to change out the glove. Wow, I am really happy I have a case of these things on the way. Do you have any idea how cheap rubber gloves are? Nice. I got like 25. Nice. 25 tattoos? Damn. I have, I think like 7 or 8. Nothing crazy. I got a nice little few. But this is something I've always wanted to take a crack at, learning how. And we are going to fill every single one of these pages with a tattoo, with some type of ink. We're just gonna fill it. We're gonna practice shading. We're gonna do line work. It's all gonna come to fruition. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out just fine. Also, this is my first tattoo. Eventually, and I actually mean that. The very first tattoo that I'm going to do on myself, and I'm not going to do it right now because that would be stupid. I never claimed to be a smart man. What up, Whitey? What up, motherfucker? How you doing? How you doing, Whitey? Is going to be a smiley okay, this is a shading needle. I really got to pay attention to what I'm putting on here because each one of these is going to do something different. I'm going to do a smiley or a stick figure on a trampoline so I can go boing, 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 boing. Don't judge me. All right? All right, so let's go ahead and load it up. Press the foot pedal down. I really got to get used to that. We're going to load the needle up. Oh, shit. Okay, don't go too far. Don't go too far. And let's draw the trampoline, shall we? Fat line. I don't know how I'm supposed to actually face this. I'm assuming this. I would not pay $20 for this tattoo. I would not pay $20. Doing good, having a few at the bar. How you doing? Not bad. Not bad at all. It is... Okay, this is a fat line needle. I really gotta move the mic up. Move the headphones out of the way. You over there. Okay. And then how do I do this there like that? Yeah? Or do we flip it up here? Well, let's just do that. I like that idea. I thought I liked that idea. How do I do that? There is a way. I know there's a way. We've done this before. I am not... I don't think I'm allowed to say that word on Twitch, so we're not going to say it on Twitch. No, that was right. That's right. There we go. And down. There we are. Hi, how you doing? It's nice to see you. Great to have you here. Welcome to the stream. Today, we're practicing tattoo art. Let's draw Snoopy, a basic Snoopy. All right, I really got to watch the... Okay, there you are. And that's why it's important to figure out where your needle is. Do you know what? I need to fill one of these guys up with water. Un momento, por favor. I will be right back. Okay. I keep forgetting that I'm pretty sure my tattoo artist always had a thing of water. So you can do this. Let the ink bleed out a little. Holy smokes, there was a lot in there. Okay, I could have done that for a minute. Actually, now I'm curious. So, you go fat ways. How is that set? Okay, in like this. And then a white. Oh, why are you doing that with your fingers? Don't do that with your fingers. Don't touch raw ink. You know? You grab a wet rag, just like that. Damp the whole thing. We're just gonna wipe. He's always wiping. I need to be able to see the needle. Stop it. Okay. Just like that. Oh, it just popped right out, didn't it? Probably helps if you tighten your stuff up. Okay. All right. Let's reload the ink. Okay, that is actually really cool how that works. Barely put the tip in, and it just kind of shoots right up the top of it. So, we're just going to... See, you don't want to go too far in. Otherwise, it doesn't actually stick. But, if you go too much... Sorry, little baby lines to start. Don't judge me for this, by the way. All right, it's all learning. We're learning together. All right, smiley face. Oh, did I already push out all the ink? I did. Totally push out all the ink. I don't know. I think I'm ready to tattoo somebody. You know, I think I'm finally ready. After all this time, I thought it was going to take forever to teach myself how to do this. Don't go too deep. Don't go too deep. That's what she said. I can feel it. I scarred it. I scarred it up really good. Oh yeah. Okay. So let's see if you can tell how bad that is right there. I'm just trying to do two circle lines. It's okay. It's okay. This is why you practice and practice and practice. I need another glove on. I am going to ink the shit out of this other hand. I know it. All right, we're in. We're going to do this right here. All right. Circle. No. We're going to start off with the X. And I'm going to do another one. Just like that one. I think the hardest part is not moving the pad with my hand because I want to just lay it down. I almost have to float my hand up. All right. We're going to smiley face. Break the skin and push it forward. I can't wait to get a stencil. It's going to be so badass. The Wise Ginger. My guy. What up, Gingy? I'm trying to outline the mouth really quick. Just seeing how hard it is to do with these. So, really, if I can find the right line set on this. How is that set? Ginger, I don't know how to look at this. Do you know what would actually help if I figured out? Oh, do you know why? Because this is just one big fat circle. That's what's going on. Okay. That actually makes a lot more sense here. Also helps that you don't run out of ink when you're doing these things. Okay. So this is meant for fat line. For those of us who keep on screwing things up. You can always tell with this stuff if you go too far in, because it starts vibrating the rest of the table. You're like, oh, I probably shouldn't be that deep. Okay. Whew. Holy smokes. Always a pleasure to see you, my man. Making dinner. So I'll be back and forth, but I hope you're happy and healthy. I am. I am happy and healthy. I have not croaked yet. I'm still up and kicking, you know. So you're doing ink now? That's cool, man. When you gonna give me you know what? This is my very first practice session. So maybe at this rate, I don't know if you've seen the line on that stick figure. That is not clean. That is not good. I would not be happy with it. I don't know. Depends on how well I can pick it up. Honestly, the hardest part to get used to with all of this is simply the straight line. Like getting used to actually having something vibrate in your hand while you're drawing is probably the weirdest thing. Like I'm also very like aware that if I shake at all, it's going to screw up the tattoo as well. Like that is the last thing I would ever want to do. That's pretty. It's a pretty clean stick figure. Yeah, I appreciate your lies. You know. That is the last thing I would ever. Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. That is really difficult to. Well, I say that maybe it'd be easier if I like almost like taped it down. I also kind of want a stencil. All right, you know what? We're gonna toss this one out. Let's find something with a single line on it. None of these multi sticks. So these are shaders. Shaders. Single line. All right. This is for sketching. All right. Okay. Let's pick a spot on here. What are we gonna draw? Let's draw. Let's draw a star. You know what? Those are always pretty popular, right? Everybody's seen a guy with a star on, right? All right. So I'm gonna go take this corner right here. We're gonna go. That's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Oh yeah. A little bit more ink in this needle here. Fatten these out just a little bit. Because again, this is a single needle. Okay. And just like that, we're gonna go pew, 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 pew. Actually, it's kind of neat, just kind of experimenting to see what each needle does when treated a little bit differently. Like if you try to sketch with a single line needle, that's the effect that you're gonna get. Which is actually kind of cool, especially like if you're looking for like a weird stipple. I could see that actually working out pretty well. Just like that. Which means if you did that, let's say we wanted to here. All right. This is about to get kind of weird. All right. So, let's draw a quick face, shall we? Nothing crazy, just a quick face. All right. Quick eyes. couple of nose, and shit-eating grin. Right? But let's say now we want to do a shadow on it. Now we're simply going to go I guess now we have hair. Oh, what is going on with that? Am I out of ink there or something? Or hold on. Alright. Let's draw a little Jerry curl on him. I wasn't. Just running out of ink. Let's tighten out the skin a little bit. Now I understand why they do that. Why they pull on and press. Alright. Let's try to get that stipple effect in the hair. Give it a little bit of a fade. And up the jawline. Which is weird because I know it looks dark, but tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Down. It is so dark. And just like that, we washed all the ink off, and we have a very small outline of what we started with. Although, for being my first time actually just doing a quick little freehand with a single line, I'm not upset with that. Definitely see where I need improvement though. Obviously everywhere, but one of the things that I can see myself struggling with is going to be how deep the needle goes. Right? Because if you go too deep, you're going to scar and tear the skin. If you don't go deep enough, you're not going to have any of the ink stay in the skin. Like right now, I'm just wiping with water. Wiping with a little bit of dirty water here. And you can already tell that all of this would have faded. Except for the spots where I almost felt like I went too deep. It's a little different. It's a little different. I'm not completely sold yet. But, again, practice. How does one get good at anything? Practice, practice, practice. What was the point of doing all those bloody push-ups if you can't even move a fucking log? Actually, that felt better. Let's try that again, though. Actually, right next to it. Just like that. Now, moment of truth. When we wipe away, do we have straight lines? Let's go! We got straight X's. right here. I'm not upset with those. I'm not upset with those. Now, let's add a little bit of highlight on the side. Just a little bit of outlining. One of the things I need to remind myself is that this is a single line needle. So, because the ink is pushing in, it's going to be brighter. But when I do, like, unlike sketching where you can go back and forth with something, if I did that with this needle, I would end up, because it's such a thick wall of ink underneath, couldn't be 100% that I'm going to be on the same ink line that I was supposed to be when I went forward the first time. Like right there, I can see that. Yeah, single line sucks. I knew that was going to be the case, but you never know until you're actually the one having to do it. Okay. Let's draw a flower. You know, try to do like a rose or something. Let me think. How do you draw a flower? Just like that. Just petals everywhere. And kind of do the abstract thing. Make them out like that. Up and over. And out. Maybe this one just goes up like that. And then it's in. Out. And in. Other petals on the outside. Other petals on the outside. And then you would just dot a little bit right there. Alright, let's see how bad that is. Okay, so I watered down the ink. Kind of gives us a nice little, it was almost like a stencil of ink right there. Just like so. Actually, let's wave that out just a little bit like that. that side right there. Now, go in, and out, with extra petals. Up here would actually be shading. And then again, I'm going to dot. You know, I didn't actually think this was going to be that rough on my hands. Like, as far as, like, building a specific type of muscle set. But, like, you can actually feel, because you have to keep your hand so tight. Like, so it doesn't move anywhere else. Like, that's actually kind of crazy. Alright, let's see what it looks like. Stab yourself once. I'm going to end up with more, like, just random ink stains on the tips of my finger from that. Okay. John, let's find a picture. Let's find a picture on the PC. Let's see if we can copy it a little bit. Let's go. Flower. Alright, a little picture of a rose. A rose, ever so sweet. Oh, there we go. This is more my style. Right there. That big fat black line. Alright, load your gun. And now, big circle in the center. Just like so. And then it's one. And then the next one's going to go behind it. And this one, I should do every other one kind of like that. Oh. Had a blowout. Had a blow. Oh, can't, it's not necessarily a blowout. I went too deep because, well, I was pushing in on it. But we are going to try that. Just like so. And then start from right here. I have so much respect for guys who can freehand a tattoo. Like, and I understand, just like any other, like, art form, there are ways to cover up small mistakes. But still, that is beside the point. Don't mind me, I'm just dotting my flower. Alright. I can't even be upset with that. Now, mind you, I have not touched the setting on the actual machine itself. So we're still using, I think this is like a point 0.5 for voltage. So I could have the needle go faster. Could have it go a little bit slower. I like the 5 though. It feels comfortable in my hand that way. Um, and I mean, I guess depending on how you want the look to be, you may want to do a lighter ink or like less inside the skin to make sure you get a little fade on it. I'm not upset with that. Are you upset with that? I mean, this is actually turning out kind of nice. I'll be honest. I'm not kind of digging it a little bit. Kind of digging it a little bit. And then just because we can. See the ends, that's where, okay, that's where you actually have to hold it. Otherwise, it just jumps everywhere. That is so hard to do. Yeah, you can actually. It's kind of crazy. Like when I'm sitting here, I'm getting towards the end right here, and it just starts vibrating the entire thing out. But a flower. Okay. Hell yeah. It's my best one yet. What do you think? We are currently 40, 50 minutes in ish. About 45 minutes in, and we're able to get a flower. You know? Single line right here. That's what we're looking at. People have had worse tattoos. By no means are we looking to give anybody ever a bad tattoo. If I wouldn't want to wear it myself, I wouldn't want to do it. You know? Let's do like the popular crown that everybody gets. What is it? It's here. here, here, there, and like a little ball on top. Crest diamond right here. Another diamond right here. So it looks like I'm inking all over it, but really I'm actually seeing if I can just highlight. Let's see if that worked. It totally did. It totally did. Alright, let's get deeper. That's what she said. Helps if you don't run out of ink. And again, we're just gonna easy highlight the sides. Little scratch lines. I don't know what you call that. And the wipe. Go wipe, wipe, wipe. Is it weird that all of these look as though they're already faded? Or is that just like something to do with the fake skin? Or is that a needle thing? Or am I really not going in as deep as I think I am? Alright. Okay. Scale of 1 to a trillion? Give it a solid 3. We will get better. We will get better. It's all just a matter of time. Time and perspective. You know? Nobody's great at anything the first time they ever do it. Unless you're like a prodigy. And it'd be pretty cool to be. But I'm not him yet, you know? Alright, first tattoo is going to be stick figure. Little baby circle, just like that. Little legs. Little arms. just like so. And then the trampoline with the legs. That's stick figure. And actually a pretty clean stick figure at that. You got to work on the wobbles, got to work on the shakes a little bit. I think some of it is not being as hesitant, like actually just doing it and don't second guess yourself. Otherwise, your hand tends to shake on it while you're making decisions. I screwed up that line somewhere. At least it felt like I did. Maybe I didn't, and it was just the line, how that looks. That is going to be a weird thing to get used to. Because that's damn near perfect. That is not bad. That is not bad. Now, let's give him a little face. You can call him Charlie. You know, I don't know. I mean, they probably do. I was going to say detail artists. The guys who are doing, like, all this super, super fine line and, like, the really good detail, the fine detail. I don't know why they wouldn't be wearing, like, binoculars on their face. Okay. Well, on that note, my hand's starting to get a little cramped, a little sore. I still have some actual drawing to do for some work that I'm doing on the IRL side of things. But tonight was a fun practice session. I got everything set. I know how to do this now, or at least as far as like get the stream set up for it. Took me a second to figure that out. But this is going to be a regular thing. If this is something you're interested in, I appreciate you joining me, showing up, maybe showing a little love. You know, at least saying hi. I appreciate everybody who did stop by and say hi tonight. Let's go ahead and go to. There will be more of these streams. That's gonna fall on the floor. It's fine. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Just finished.